This case is a special case where the normative reference in the class 2 of the IEC text is dated, however it is withdrawn. This is a problem because in line with the rules for harmonized standards, a normative reference cannot be two withdrawn standards. You may find yourself in two possible scenarios. The first scenario is that you are preparing an identical adoption of the IEC standard, meaning you are not preparing common modifications to this standard. So what do you do in this first scenario? And we will take this one as an example. So this IEC standard, the 2006 edition, is withdrawn. What do? You add it to your Annex ZA of your identical adoptions. You add 2006 here, although it is withdrawn. You add title. And then here, so the EN equivalent for this 2006 IEC standard is also a 2006 edition. But because it is withdrawn, you have to decide which EN equivalent edition should be used instead for the claim of conformity. So you look it up and you find that there is a 2020 edition which is applicable. So you indicate the year 2020 here. Now, you should take into account hereby that the content between the editions may have changed, and it is the technical committee's responsibility to verify if it is sufficient to simply indicate here the latest edition of the EN equivalent, or if you need common modifications. This brings me to the second scenario, so where you have common modifications, and then when you have common modifications, you have the ability to change the IEC text and then thereby update the reference in the text. So imagine you have your IEC standard with a reference here to withdrawn standard, and you have your common modifications. So what can you do? You can simply add this modification. So you say modification to Annex H, and then you change in H2511, which is where we are here. In the first paragraph, you replace the 2006 edition with the 2020 edition. You will do this throughout your IEC standard, wherever a normative reference is made to this 2006 standard, and then, as a result, in your Annex ZA, within your common modifications, this reference will be to the 2021 because you replaced it in the text. And then automatically your EN equivalent will also be the 2021.